And we are live. What is up, everybody? If you're watching this on the replay, just skip ahead like 5 minutes. There's always a little bit of a cue to. There. There's always a little bit of a buffer until people come on board. Um, what I want to do today is I figured it kind of be fun, not funny, but let's try to respond to comments, and I'll answer your questions. Let's share the screen. Who's there? I don't know because this cable's kind of dangling right here. Bum 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 bum. Mm, 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 mm. Tyler, what up? I'm setting up the page right now. Not gonna really. I'm not gonna really review websites today. What I'm going to do. By the way, I did a poll on Instagram on when's the best time to go live, and it was I had like 9 a.m., 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Uh, like 3 to 4 p.m. and then like 5 to 6 p.m. It was a landslide win of 5 to 6 p.m. So it is, at least here local time, it's 5 p.m. Obviously, if you're Eastern, it's going to be a little different, or if you're somewhere else in the world. But I listened to the people and we went live at 5 p.m. So we'll see how that goes. I might start like 4:30 and end it like 5:30. But today we started at roughly like 5 and I'll end around 5:40. Today, um, about to ceramic coat a customer card. Just saying, cool. Hey, middle GA automotive detailing. Good to see you again. Hello, Dito Haas. Good afternoon, boss. What up, to Shine? Yeah. I'll probably go around like 4:30 ish, 5. That's probably that'll probably be start. Which makes sense. Like everyone's still working. Like at other than the very evening, so it makes sense. So let's go over the I'm gonna pull up my comments actually, and I want to respond to comments, and let's see if we can find some funny ones. Mm, is it one? Yeah. Window. Yes, it is. Sure. I didn't have time to set up my OBS again today, so it's still not going to be. Actually, am I able to change the settings at all here? I don't think so. Channel level settings. Mm. Oh, channel level setting. Okay, live. These settings will apply to all new. Oh, okay. Oh, got you. Oh, okay, never mind. I do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Pop up dashboard. No, I was trying to see if I could change but you can't. You should really try out Streamlabs. Honestly, really into the compared to OBS. I've actually heard a lot of bad things about Streamlabs. That Streamlabs is just a carbon copy of OBS, and like it has a lot of backlash to it. And there's like I remember reading about or hearing about it quite a bit long ago, but even now there's that people still have that sentiment of like Streamlabs just straight up copied without them even knowing using OBS. Anyway, so here's the comment section. Sometimes there's some funny ones. So I figured I would just go through. If you have any questions, if you have any questions, leave them in the. I keep on forgetting today's Friday. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. Love clay mitts and towel, but I run into plenty of vehicles that are too contaminated and only clay bar will work. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so this person primarily uses clay bars because the paint is actually pretty bad. Which again, like if whenever you're running a business, if like you might see other detailers on YouTube or Instagram where they're doing certain things and they say like, oh, most of our jobs are on hard clear coat vehicles or the usually on black vehicles or we usually get nothing but corrections or whatever. Like just because you see someone do something and you're like, oh, well, they're always doing that, it doesn't mean it's gonna apply to you as well, right? Like, even if a business in the same area offering the same services will still have two different outcomes. So it's important to understand, like, and I actually made a video the other day of like yesterday, actually, I think it was, where it's like, don't assume what your customers want. Like, even if someone in your same area is doing something similar, it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna have a one for one business of like, oh, that person charges this and they're this busy and they get these kind of cars. Well, that means I'm gonna get that too. That's not how it works. See, for me, where foam really shines is in loosening the debris and grime. Kind of how you, if you soak a dish soap before you wash it, the food comes right off. It's the soak effect that's the biggest benefit of foam. Plus, helping cool the panels down. Plus, the lubricity, as you mentioned, I do believe that foam is better than no foam. Whether it's needed is up to the individual. We're talking about washing a car. It's not like, yep. Yeah, and this person said like at the end of it, we're just washing a car. It's not a life or death situation, and that's what I get on a lot about anything detailing related. When people want to get so like butthurt about like a specific method or process or product that you're using, and they want to get so defensive and like kind of rally against a school of thought. It's like, bro, we're detailing cars, man. Like, chill out a little bit, dude. Like, yeah, if you know, diluting 10 to 1 to 4 to 1 on a wheel or pre-spraying and rinsing versus rinsing and then pre-spraying on wheels. Like, it just I've never taken it serious like that in terms of like thinking you have to have a you have to get behind some school of thought. I don't care about it like that. Bum, bum, bum. 600 bucks is crazy. Yeah, you can literally put any price on a social media video, and people are always going to be like flabbergasted by it. Um, Also, if anyone trolls, I troll back. Not this comments trolling, but I like to troll back as well. And yeah, yeah, it's like I always like this one. He said $900 costed more than the car. I just put did it. No thought process into that one. Pum, pum, pum. Clay bar recommendations for my neglected 19 Corolla hatchback. I don't know where to start when it comes to choosing a clay bar for my specific car. Generally, I would just go to local auto parts and get what they have there. Um, Key part is using lubricity when you're claying cause as to cause as much marring, and do it in the shade. Bum bum bum. Cheapest, most affordable washer, just for my own car and my house rug, not everyday or commercial use. Any recommendations? Luz, cheapest, most affordable washer. What is that? Are you talking for like an extractor? If you're talking for like a shampoo machine, like if you want to keep it super cheap, like not and not necessarily cheap, but very cost affordable. You can do the one from like I don't know if you're in the US, but like Target, that's like $100. The Bizzle Spot Clean, whatever. That one can handle some very simple stains in the interior and such. Again, like if you're not doing a commercial, not for business, not just personal little stains around your interior, the little Bizzle Pro Heat from Target or Walmart, though, I mean those would do fine. Yet they purposely extend hours of our time just because they want to get more money out of us. Absurd. I tried correcting mine on my black 2009 Camry. Took out the haze, but those chicken scratches I couldn't get complete. What would you recommend I do? Mm, mm, it depends on the condition. The condition and your polisher pad polish combo. They could be too deep, or maybe you didn't get aggressive enough. Pum, 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 pum. In business, it's all about efficiency and saving time while getting the same results. Yep, that is true. And a lot of comments that I get on YouTube is about that very thing of saying you should slow down, or like, why are you moving so fast? Or, when I detail, I do things this way. And it's like, if you're doing it as a personal hobby, that's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, it's for fun. It's on your own time. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But when you're doing it a business, like, especially when you post content, you have to be okay with, like, you have to know that those comments are gonna come your way. Like, doesn't matter what you do, what you say, like, you're gonna get those negative comments your way when you do it as a business. Like, it's just naturally how it happens. Like, this one says, "Good way to destroy your car." It's an interior detail. I just put thank you. When do you go live? I'm live right now. What's your favorite detailing product brand? I would probably say shinesupply.com. I'd probably say Shine Supply. Jeremy Stevens, he's a really cool guy. So, now granted, we don't order a lot of products. Like, not that we don't order, but like, we don't always we're not out there testing a bunch of products or doing things like that. Um, but Jeremy Stevens, he's a cool guy. I went to his training back in 2014 in Ventura, California, and we stayed in touch here and there. So he's a great guy, great brand. And for the most part, we enjoy the products. Again, like, we don't purchase like Daddio or Eco Shine, or things of that nature. But like, this is where we use the ceramic coatings. This is the we use Jeremy Stevens, or, Shine Supply. We use their ceramic coatings. Um, PNS or Adams, honestly, we actually don't use either of those. Adams, I used to use many years ago. Now, the only thing we use from Adams is their Adams iron remover. Everyone always makes fun of how I say iron. Iron remover, Adams polishes. So the main thing that we use is, how do you search? Get out of here. That one. So this is what we use here. We use their iron remover. PNS. Honestly, I don't even know if we have any PNS products. So yeah, again, I mean, the most popular one that I like, based off what I see, is that carpet bomber, or the you guys know that the interior cleaning trio that they have, or duo that they have. Again, we have our own purpose products. For instance, like the interior cleaning, we're always using I think Serrano sauce. Serrano's Detailing had a video on PNS versus what's that what's that dang product called? PNS and Flex Ice. There you go. Yeah, and Flex Ice. Um, where's it at? Yeah, this one. So we use the Flex line series to do all our interior cleaning. So we don't, and we're gonna use things in a pump sprayer, in our extractor. So we don't really use the spray bottle. So yeah, for PNS, actually we don't. I don't think we have anything from PNS. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, we don't use anything from them. Best iron remover, the price right. Best iron remover for the price right here, gallon. Yeah, Legacy Shine Company. Yeah, we use for us. Yeah, I mean, there's more. There's definitely more expensive. Like, if you go to Car Supplies warehouse. Um, by the way, I don't know when's the last time I actually spoke about products like this. So, well, that's interesting. Who here shops at Car Supplies warehouse? What was I just gonna research? What were we just talking about right now? Oh, iron remover. Iron. Oh, nope, not that. Iron remover. Why isn't letting me search? Iron remover. Let's search that. Okay, so I don't really care about the. Okay, so let's look at their Let's compare. Now, again, like, is there a difference in each one? I mean, possibly, but like, let's get real here, man. Like, Is the difference enough to where like it makes an actual difference? I don't know. So the gallon size, where's the gallon at? Because this is just okay. So it's 60. So it's $60 here. If we go to gallon here, the PNS 60 as well. So same thing there. So the DI one is $82. That's $20 more. 4 liter 91, not exactly a gallon, but is that a gallon? I don't know, but that's 91. So that's $30 more. Their gallon size is 43, so it's actually basically 20 less. Well, it's on sale, so it's typically 50, so it's $10 less than Adams. The Meguiar's 5 gallon, yeah, that's a good one. 5 gallon is 68, so $10 more than Adams. And again, like, it does the difference actually yield a difference, right? And the thing is, even if okay, here's the thing, even if there is a difference in terms of performance, does it make a difference with the detail, right? So like, let me put an example. Let me see here. So let's say like, okay, no, you're good. I was looking at the time. Lexus right there. So let's say that I go and lift for 45 minutes in the gym, okay? And then let's say, I do that for a month. And then let's say I go and I work out for 55 minutes for a whole month, right? Like every day I work out for 45 minutes. And then the next month I work out 55 minutes each time I work out, right? So it's a 10-minute difference for each month, right? Yes, I added 10 more minutes. And yes, I was able to do, let's say, a few more reps or sets. But does that actually yield a difference in the overall outcome or results, right? So yes, there's a difference that you have more time, you have more output, you have more reps, but in the grand scheme of things, objectively, like, does that actually have an impact, right? Because you can have a difference in product, but not a difference in results. So my thing with a lot of these, like, what's the yield difference between the two products? So that's why, like, it, like, for instance, if we would have started using PNS, 4 years ago, we'd probably be using PNS right now. It just so happened that we use Atoms. It was a good price, and we just kind of stuck to it. But let me tell you, I have no brand loyalty. Like, I don't care about, like, I don't care about what brand I'm using. Like, I'll use anything. What are your thoughts on using auto drive towel from Walmart if your budget is if your budget is all you have? I tried doing calculations and the budget is almost reach max budget. Auto drive towel. What is that? Walmart auto drive towel. Um, Auto drive. Is it this? I don't know what you're referring to. Would you recommend a mobile detailer achieve or have in place in order to? What would you recommend a mobile detailer achieve or have in place? Oh, customers. That's gonna be your North Star every single time. If you want to go get a shop, if you want to go and not just get a shop, if you want to do anything, if you wanted to add another mobile van, if you wanted to add more employees, if you wanted to make more money, I mean, the North Star to mostly everything will be get more customers. Like, have a steady flow of customers, have a steady flow of cash flow, and that's going to be like your North Star for most things that you want to do in your business. Detail Haas, sorry, can you use Adam's iron remover with a clay towel mitt? I know the Ivan from DIY Detail does. I typically don't, just due to the smell of iron remover, and sometimes it's too hot outside that even in our shop when we're in shade, it still dries up pretty fast. So that's the reason why we don't. Let me get out of here. Let me X this out. Did you ever knock on people's doors to find customers? No, I did not. I did not. I skipped that part. I skipped that part because there are better ways to get customers other than that. I mean, if you wanted to in the beginning, I mean, why not? Because you're just getting started. But again, if you can focus on one thing for the next 6 months, and you focus on the right thing, that 6 months can like completely change your business. Auto Drive is a Walmart owned detailing section, and I have seen them on car detailing sections, and they seem to be affordable, at least in my budget, versus Auto Fiber. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, even without me knowing what they are, if something is more affordable in your budget, then yeah, for sure. I mean, that's an easy one. Like I would for sure always do that if it's within your budget, right? I always say buy the best that you can in the budget that you're allowed. So if your budget allows for that, I mean, yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, like, look, if we go and search for I don't know, drying towels, right? I think that you said drying towels. Like, look, this drying towel here is $24 retail. It's on sale for 20. This one is $21 on sale for 16. Like towels can get expensive, like towels can really get expensive. Like when you're getting from Auto Fiber and the Rag Company and all these. So if whatever fits in your budget with where you're at, I mean that's absolutely fine. Do you think you would do a video on business wraps on detailing vans, cars? Do you think you do a video on business wraps on detailing vans, cars? Um, what do you mean by that, detail Haas? Hey Oscar, do you usually dress plastics or not? Yeah, we interior, exterior. Interior, not really, because I personally don't like dressing in like I don't like the way it looks. Like it I personally just don't like it, so we don't do it. On the exterior trim, yeah, we dress that. The cow hood, the vents, any exterior trim. Exterior, yes. Interior, I'm not a fan unless it's like very, very dry and like it needs to get dressed. But overall, I simply just don't like dressing interiors. Um I really like the way you handle your business and also share the trade secrets with everyone. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. There's definitely no, you know, there's gonna be a lot of businesses that start their business. There's gonna be a lot of businesses that fail. There's gonna be a lot of businesses that struggle. Like, never come from a place of like you have to gatekeep something or there's a scarcity about something. Like there's always room for everyone. Granted, some people are gonna be better than others at certain things, but like everyone needs help. Everyone wants to grow. And look, there's enough work for everyone. Like you could probably quadruple everyone's work in your area, and there's still gonna be customers for people. Like that. That's just the way it goes. I started my own company after watching your stuff. Our Aaron. Oh, dude, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, best. I mean, that's amazing. Best of luck to you on everything, man. Power washing in San Diego is amazing. Obsessed. When is the next website judging video? I'd love to enter. I'm not sure. This one, I'm gonna keep it kind of short. I'll probably get off like in 10-ish minutes or so. So we're just gonna having some fun here, going over some products. I'm definitely gonna do more though. Mm, funny guy right here. The weather is perfect. Oh, I'm sure California. I'm sure Los Angeles weather is or San Diego weather is perfect. Keep up the great consistent work. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that, man. He's asking. Oh yeah, make a video about it. I mean, look, I never had. Well, I will say never. Back in 2015, 2016, I did get decals on my HHR panel. I think maybe within a year or two, I actually took them off. So I don't have much experience with vinyl wraps on my own vehicle. Um, like I never went through that process. And look, there's a lot of decisions I've made in my business that was strictly to prove a point that you don't need to do it in order to grow in your business. Because like since I create content and most detailers are going to start with a much more limited budget or limited resources, I always wanted to show like you can still grow without having XYZ. So like again, I always use the same example of like our 2015 Ram ProMaster. It wasn't wrapped. There wasn't any heavy signage on it. It was basically just a white van, and we were still booked out and growing. The way that our mobile unit was built, there was no diamond plating anything. There was the shelves and such weren't painted. We were using an old broken table stool to hold up the some foam polisher holders or whatever. Like it was a very just DIY project that we did that held everything together. And again, it didn't affect our customers. We were still booked out. Like, if you look at many other detailers setup, their setups are way better than ours, or at least it was before we sold it. And this is that's the way. That's just that wasn't an intent. That was an intentional decision to say like, let me go and grow the business without doing all that, just to show like you don't need to go and spend that much money. Branding wise, does it make sense? Yes. Would it actually bring you customers? Debatable. Does it look good overall to be more professional? Sure. But that's still not the only thing, right? Because you can have a red van with branded uniforms and still have a terrible customer experience, right? The customer can still be completely unsatisfied with you, even though you have everything else in place. Saludos desde Veracruz. You are welcome, Pablo. I remember when days when it was you and Luke Wilson and Scott doing the main detailing videos. Yeah, there's been a lot. I mean, across the landscape of service based businesses. I mean, there's been a huge growth in everything. Lawn care, detailing, pool installation. Like, yeah, it's a much bigger market now. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Julian, best ways to get customers. I'm at a point where I've got all the tools but lacking fun. Yeah, yeah. Trust me, we are all in that situation, man. That's where everyone gets held up. Have I been using the wrong one? Machine. Oh, I might have been using the wrong one. Um, hmm. Give me 1 second. I will give you a link real quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Ba-ba-ba-bum. What are they doing? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's quick. That's not the one. Give me 1 second, guys. I started 7 years ago because of you guys. Oh, Obsessed Detailing Solutions, dude. That's amazing, man. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's amazing that you're still here, dude. I really appreciate it. So for anyone that wants, let's see, what's a good way to get semen off seats? Depends what you have. But I mean, if it's just an all-purpose cleaner and a towel, you can use that. If you have a steamer, you can use that. If it's an extractor, you can use that. John Weber, Oscar, I signed up for SEO for detailing. The email that was sent out says 9 installments 97, but when we went to pay, it says 10 something. That is a mistake on my part, John. Thank you. Let me write a note for myself on that one. Give me 1 second, John. Fix or fix installment plan or. Thank you, Mr. John. I'll look into that, John, because it shouldn't be like that. Yeah. Um. Yeah, Julian. Best ways to get customers. I'm at a point where I've got all the tools, but lacking finding new clients. Yeah, for this one, check the pinned comment. Watch the training that I have on how I turn my website into a customer generating machine. It's gonna go over how I was struggling as a detailer for many years and what I did to transform that or to change that. And it comes down to focusing on one marketing method. For me, it was SEO, search engine optimization. And that's what really propelled my business forward. And the work that I did in 2014, 2015, I'm still reaping the rewards from that today. Obviously, throughout the last 10 years, I've done quite a bit of work to it since then. But the bulk of the work, the foundations, everything, I did that 10 years ago. So click the link, click the pinned comment and check that training out. Can I reply to channel activity? Go to channel, replace pin message, report. We put user time out. Oh, I can't reply specifically. Can I add someone? Uh, oh, I can. Look at that. At Aaron. Oh, cool. There you go. I can add people. Wait, did I? Oh. Oscar, can you rate my website right now live? Honest opinions only, as always. Kang, probably next time. I'll probably go live again Monday or Tuesday, just because I do have to have kind of a strong cutoff at like 5:45. Today we're just chatting it up with you guys. In order to start bringing in business, did you need a special pricing to bring business or customers in? No, Ed, the survivor. That's going to be simply your marketing. That is going to be the North Star for everything. Again, check the pinned comment if you want to see how I was able to turn my business around. Um, like if anyone is struggling with getting customers, or they're wondering what's the next step or how to get customers, or like how do you actually make money, just check the pinned comment, because that's a whole 45-minute training on the exact process that I went through and what happened and how it actually turned out to how I started getting customers. And not just started getting customers, how I like fully booked out my schedule and I was 2 weeks booked out. Like check the training. But it's always going to be your marketing. That's going to be like your North Star. It's your marketing and sales. Upset. I'd love to do a paid call with you, even if it was just 30 minutes. I know you changed my business greatly. Oh man, yeah. Well, on the next one, Obsessed Detailing Solutions, on the next live, hop in and just ask your question, and I'll try to break it down right here. But if you want to get on a call, we can set that up as well. Let me check here. Yeah. Do I need to post videos and stuff to get customers? Yeah, that is a form of marketing. It could be social media, right? But again, like if you choose social media, you have to become a master of social media. Like you can't just post a photo or post some random video and think things are gonna work out. Like you have to master that medium. You have to master social media. Or if you're doing Facebook ads, you have to master Facebook ads. Or if you want to do Google ads, you have to master Google ads. Or if you want to do again, videos on Instagram, you have to master Instagram. Like nothing, you won't get results unless you fully understand and you fully master a specific platform. Jerry, best way to get customers. Check the pinned comment again. I have my training there on how I was able to turn my website into a customer generating machine. Obsessed Detailing Solutions. What was your form of marketing when you what was your form of marketing at your previous city? I was about to do something. Oh yeah. Bum, 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 bum. If you were in the beginning stages of starting a detail business, what would be one of the first things you do for marketing? Okay, so this is a very frequent question I get actually. I would focus more on marketing my business to get my phone to ring than I would be focused on detailing. Okay? Like if you're at a part-time, full-time job, part-time, full-time student, I would focus more on learning the marketing skills to get my business in front of the right people versus trying to become a better detailer, because you can always be a better detailer and catch up, but you'll never have a business if you can't get customers. So you can be a mediocre detailer and still grow your business if you know how to market, but you can be the greatest detailer, but you'll never grow a business if you can't get customers, right? Now, obviously, you want to be the best detailer that you can be, right? Obviously. But it doesn't change the fact to where you can be a mediocre detailer and still grow your business. You can be the best detailer and your business won't grow if you don't get customers. Like customers is the lifeblood of everything. Yeah, Mr. Bino. Yeah, again, if you just hopped in, Mr. Bino, I have my training on the pinned comment. If you want to see how I was able to grow my business, check out the pinned comment. Oh yeah, what apps or websites would you start with marketing? Yeah, check out my training. I'll go over all of that. I'm about to I'm gonna get off like in 5 minutes, but Mr. Bino, check the pinned comment, sign up for the training, and just go through that, and it's gonna break it down a lot more than what I would here in this live right now. Can you generate customers without posting on social media? Yeah, of course. Mythical Pigeon. Yeah, because you can run Facebook ads, Google ads, search engine optimization. That's probably going to be it though. But do you necessarily? For instance, we don't post content on social media, right? Detail Group does. Like I post content, but our detailing business, we don't post any content on social media. Like we don't. 85% of our customers come through our website, and then the remaining 20, whatever comes through word of mouth referrals. Like yeah, we don't post content. And Detail Groove and everything I do as posting content, that's separate from the detailing business. Like I don't get customers through Detail Groove because my audience are detailers, are other pro detailers. Um, so yeah, like you don't have to post, but that being said, though, that being said, you have to have another reliable form of marketing to continue to bring you customers. Like that doesn't change. You cannot have a website, but you better have the best social media, or you have to have at least a landing page to run ads. Um, so become a master of what you want to use. Exodus, do you have any videos on hiring dependable help detailer when you're trying to grow? I do actually, but it's such a well. Actually, I probably have a podcast on it. Just go to YouTube and type in. Let's see. Um. Yeah. Okay. So who just asked that question? Mythical? No. Clinton Hunter. I'll have to run this from the beginning. Yeah, I think probably skip it midway just because we were replying to comments and talking about products in the beginning, so probably skip it halfway. I gotta come check you out, but true inspiration. Appreciate that, Rafael. Thank you. Rose Lane Legend. What is your form of marketing? 85% of our customers come through our website because of SEO, search engine optimization. Again, click the pinned comment and check out that training. I explained everything there of what we did and how I was able to grow my business in that training. Please keep posting those funny shorts like when one like the one where the customer is always hovering over you while you're working. They're different and hilarious and fresh. Yeah, yeah. I've really leaned on. I'm sorry. Let me do this first. To whomever asked about the who asked about it? Where's it? Someone just asked about hiring. Oh, here you go. Exodus. Here you go. Just go to Google or YouTube and just type in my podcast, the Detailing Business Class podcast, and then put hiring, and you can watch this video right here. The big lessons we learned hiring and training employees in our detailing business. That's one video I have. Here's another one where it says I hired my first helper in my detailing business, and this is actually him. That's my cousin Anthony. Um, so you can watch those two. It's difficult though. Even just hiring one person is very difficult. Like it takes a ton of time and energy. Um, do customers mind if you're using their water and power? Have you ever had an experience where they did not like using their own water and power in your beginning stage? No, dude. For 7 years, I used the customer's power and water. And of those 7 years, guess how many people had a problem with it? Zero. Zero people ever had a problem. Now, maybe I went to a home or apartment where like they didn't like maybe the electrical plug that was like on the front door wasn't working. So maybe like it was a big inconvenience and I had to go use the back door one, or maybe there wasn't one nearby, and whatever, like that does happen. But a customer not letting me detail or saying like, oh, like you don't have your power water, never happened in the 7 years that I did that. Oh, obsessed, man. You using the whiteboard days were goated, dude. That's crazy. What are your thoughts on car dealership contracts? Marcus, I do not recommend dealerships unless, but this is like a unicorn, unless they are going to do everything that you want and it's your retail price and you're able to spend as much time as you need to. Don't do it. It's a spiral downhill of just working for less and less and less, and it's just not worth it, man. Oscar, I do need to follow. I can't read it because the little thing's in the way. Oscar, I do need to follow you from a business channel. Oh, cool. Yeah. Mo, I started detailing not too long ago. It's been about a month, and my next purchase I want to make is an air compressor and tornado setup. Do you have any budget suggestions? Dude, there's a lot of air compressors on the market, like a lot of them. So if actually, oh wow, what? I'm acting like I can't share my screen real quick. So the most home depot. So well, it's the rigid one. So I mean, share what your budget is, but the most convenient or the most popular air compressor. Let's see, like this little six gal. Like if you're on a budget, okay, if you're on a budget, okay, purchase whatever you can in that budget. Which we're all on a budget. So look, this little 6 gallon one, trust me, it's going to be very weak. It's gonna keep on turning on. It's always, the noise is always gonna be on. The air isn't gonna be that strong. But if this $100 little air compressor gets you little pancake air compressor gets you started, get this one. Now that being said, the next one, the most popular one that mobile detailers will use is this 4.5 air compressor, $349. Again, I don't know your budget. 100 might be expensive. $349 might be affordable. I don't know. But these are the most if you can afford this one, dude, get it, man. Like I started my detailing business using that massive like 16-gallon vacuum because that's all I had at the time. So yeah, if that's all you have, man, like yeah, get that one. Budget roughly two. Okay, so what I would do then is also like check Facebook Marketplace, right? Like you'll probably find some decent deals on some air compressors on Facebook Marketplace, right? Because you can make $200 go a lot further on the secondhand market versus retail. Great content. Thanks. You are welcome, Senzo. Hopefully I said your name right. Um what do you do when you are removing stains out of the seats with an extractor and everything looks good, but when the seat dries up, it still has stains or new stain? Yeah, so that's called wicking. Yeah, so that one it's called spot clean or spot stop, spot stop, or is it stop spot stop cleaner? I think it's called. Is it this one? Spot stop in can't talk. Spot stop in encapsulating polymer additive will virtually eliminate wicking of soil or spills after effective stain removal techniques have been thoroughly completed. The lightly acidic pH neutralizes any alkaline residues from professional strength stain removal products. It also protects against browning and yellowing. The light odor neutralizing additive will help remove organic odors left on the carpet after spotting. So you can try something like that for wicking. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pam. I invested $400 in getting stuff for detailing. Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, any budget works if it gets you started. Okay, though it is 5:48. Grizzly, I will answer your last question, and we are out of here. What can you do to prevent the chemical from drying fast? If you're outside, dude, there's not much you can do. You can only come up with a solution to prevent it from drying, but you can't make it not dry faster, if that makes sense, right? So if you're detailing outside, right, it's, can you move the vehicle in the shade? Can you work on one side of the vehicle where it's the shaded side and not the side where the sun is hitting? Can you start earlier in the day? Can you start later in the day? Do they have a garage you can move it into? Um, can you work it's annoying, but can you work panel by panel, not the whole car at once because it's that hot? When you're working out in the sun, in the heat, it's a different process. Like it's factually, objectively a different process. Like we skip the iron remover step when we're mobile when it's too hot because it instantly dries. Like we just skip it altogether because we're gonna create more problems trying to let it work but it instantly dries. So like it doesn't work for us either way. So like there's plenty of times where we skip a certain step because like it's just too hot for this. Mr. Bino, when are you going live again? Probably Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, this weekend I probably won't go live because it's the weekend. So probably the weekend. But sounds good, everybody. Thank you for joining yet again. We'll probably get back on the lives next week. Mr. Bino, thank you for the advice and help. You are welcome. Okay, thank you for the feedback. You are welcome, Mr. Grizzly. How old are you? I am 30 uno. All right, sounds good, everybody. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful weekend.